Yeah, we can do this. That works. All right. You gotta teach me that.
Absolutely.
How's everybody doing? Good. My name is Travis. Travis Rice, to be exact. Online, I'm known as Big Trav. I'm out of the New York Space in the world. You can call me either. I answer the question. I'm originally from Alabama. I've been in Houston for a year. I just recently found this cool space, FORGN. So shout out to FORGN, Giorgio, and Angelo for providing this opportunity for me to come and share a little bit of my experience in this crypto space to people who are maybe familiar and maybe not familiar, I don't know. But my goal at the end of this is for everyone to leave here with some kind of rabbit hole that they're interested in and a little bit more comfort to the space, in the space or somewhere new in the space that you didn't have prior to. Only go. I'm known in this space as a lot of things, an artist. Kind of how I came to crypto space. I actually started in real estate coming up when the metaverse was supposed to be the next big thing, and they were going to digitize physical spaces, tokenize these physical spaces. So, in theory, you can own this building, the NFT for this building, you own that physical space. And when AR glasses are the next big thing, everybody has it on, and there's advertising it going on in your space, you would own that space. So like Starbucks or McDonald's would have to come to you. That was the project that brought me into this in like late 2020, 2021. I knew nothing about crypto for real. Other than my smart friends were buying it and had been buying it for a while. I had other smart friends that were using it to buy drugs and stuff, and I was like, you guys are definitely gonna go to jail because like, what is blockchain? And fast forward a little bit, that was like maybe like 2015. In 2020, when that opportunity was brought to me with the NFTs and the physical space, I'm like, yeah, cool, sounds good. They wanted me to help out with marketing. So I was like, yeah, that's cool, I can do that. Let me inform myself on this stuff. And I ended up just like falling down this space, this whole world of Web3, as we call it. I look at Web3 as an umbrella term. I always say that kind of includes anything dealing with blockchain, right? So like crypto, NFTs. But also I think like AI is a part of the Web3 thing because it's all growing at the same time. And I also put XR, like VR, augmented reality, those kind of things, mixed reality, all under that Web3 umbrella in my opinion. I think a lot of people do what they're talking about. Some people mean more specifically just blockchain related stuff like crypto, NFTs, DAOs. So yeah, that's me in the space. Also, I guess I'm known for being a co-founder of Web3, which is a development studio that we've had about 3 years. With a Discord server turned hackathon team turned now a product studio that's been around for a couple years. And somehow we're still doing what we're doing in a very decentralized new way. I'll talk about DAOs and stuff a little later in the convo, but we're closer to that. We've done a lot of projects. I also more recently did my first grant program using onchain mechanisms, like blockchain mechanisms, called for public goods focused projects around the world. The project is called Public Goods Club. We'll talk about that towards the end. So those are my two biggest projects, I would say. Kind of what people know me for, but I've had my hand in probably over 20 projects over the last couple of years in the crypto space in different roles, from like more hands-on, like when I'm actually designing, whether it's UX, UI stuff, or advisory consulting for projects, just to help them navigate the space. I actually like doing that way more. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. You guys will get this document at the end of this, and it has a bunch of links and all this stuff we're gonna talk about right there. And I'll make it for you guys again. It has my contact, everything. Before we get started, this is not financial advice. This is not investment advice. This is not tax advice. Nor is it legal advice or business advice. I'm showing you guys tools and ways that others have used tools and how I've used tools in my personal experience in this space. In hopes that you guys have a better idea of how to do your own research, which is probably the most important thing you'll hear in this space. If you get into the crypto space, if you're not already, you will hear and see DYOR so much. And it's probably the most important thing anybody can tell you because it's the Wild West right now. Right? Most people who aren't in the space, who know enough about it, who are interested, who haven't jumped in anyways because of fear, because there's so much unknown. We all hear the crazy stories, the good. Somebody turned $5 into $1 billion overnight, but we also hear like the president of Argentina is about to get impeached because he wrote people for $4 billion with a crypto coin. So it's like, how do I avoid that? There's ways to do it. You got to do your own research. It's cool to get the information from people, but you always got to double and triple and quadruple check all the information. And once you do that, you'll get more comfort over time with the information you're getting, how to research things properly to make decisions comfortable. So yeah, that's my big disclaimer. Now, I want to start where I assume most people are kind of most familiar with, whether you're crypto native or not, which is crypto coins, currencies. Yeah? Everybody heard of coins? What coins? Anybody have any coins in here? Like Bitcoin, you?
Yeah, I've got Toshi, I've got some Bitcoin, Coin.
You said Toshi first?
Yeah.
Is that on base?
It's on Coinbase, yeah.
It's okay. Yep, Toshi, I'm familiar.
Yeah.
Is that the little blue cat or something?
Yes, blue cat.
Okay. Yeah, Toshi, that's a big name on base. All right. Anybody else? Any coins familiar with, heard of, own?
I got some
She coin and Dogecoin is not only a meme coin, but now our government savior or something. Crazy time it is. Bitcoin, yeah. Anybody heard of Ethereum? Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah, that's a big one. Solana. Solana's a really big one. It's popping right now. Yeah. Cardano, yeah, you're in the churches. You get Cardano. Yeah, you know the churches. All right, I have a list of coins here. Trump, super familiar. Who all heard about Trump? Anybody missed that?
I missed it.
Did you get Trump? Did you make any money on Trump? Take profit.
No, I'm down.
Because
Like,
it's always
I'm
going to go
down
higher.
38%, yeah.
I will be honest with you. If it had been 3 years ago, that would have been me that was responsible this time, and I took some profits. Whatever I left is down, but I don't. But it took me years to get to that point. She knows $1 billion of mine. It was going to go to the moon soon.
Yeah.
They never goes to the moon.
They never go.
And if they do go to the moon, by the time they get back from the moon, you realize, oh, they went to the moon. Dang, where was I?
Yeah.
I didn't take my money and do stuff with it.
It's not real until you take it.
It's never real to take profit. All right, so yeah, Trump coin. I wanted to start with Trump coin because I think it's a super important coin for a couple of reasons. One, it's the president of our country. Right? Meme coins are a thing. So this is a good time to talk about that. In the cryptocurrency world, you got all these different coins, right? Most of these coins that you hear about, the Doge, the Chiefs, most of the things we name outside of like Ethereum, Solana, the big ones. The little ones are just meme coins, right? The meme coins are cool because they don't do anything. They have no utility whatsoever. They don't usually get you anything. You just buy it because it's a way to capture the value of the moment, which is something completely new in our what we are as people in society. We've never been able I can't even remember what the high was for market cap. It was crazy. I think it got to like $70 a coin. It was something decent in like a couple of days. Because it's the president of the United States. But what I'm most interested in about Trump and what I look at Trump about and I like about this coin is it's a good signal. Because America as a country, in most people's minds, is always kind of never really took a side of the fence on where we're going with crypto, which keeps a lot of people away as well. But what bigger green flag than the president dropping a meme coin 2-3 days before this inauguration to say where we're going with this? So I feel like this is a signal that this is a time to inform ourselves about the space and see how we can benefit from this gold rush system. Because it's coming, it's already here. People are really making millions of dollars every day. Idiots are making millions of dollars every day.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's kind of interesting because this is a derivative of social fi or social fi tokens. So in other words, it's like, can somebody who's an influencer or somebody of a personality monetize their identity versus going to an Instagram and then selling ads? Mm-hmm. Like, this is a different way of doing that.
Exactly. It's recreating everything. The blockchain, Web3 is redefining the internet as we know it. Blockchain is it allows us currently to own things digitally in ways we like actually own. People don't realize how much time we spend on the internet creating things for these platforms that the people who own it make money from because of our activity. We don't own anything on the platform. But with crypto, with NFTs and coins and your own personal wallets, you can own these things digitally and it can be publicly stored and kept record of on blockchains. Because all a blockchain is a public ledger. It's a ledger of transactions like you would do with pencil and paper traditionally, except it's electronic and done autonomously because we have technology. And anybody can view and keep up with transactions, which is what a lot of people don't like in the big, the powers that be with it. That's the big thing. But Trump, like I said, the Trump token to me was a green flag for what's to come and with America and their relationship with crypto. And it excites me personally as somebody who's been in the space, regardless of how you feel about Trump, for that industry, pretty big green flag. So it's worth just talking about for a minute. I know most people heard of it.
I get a question on that. Like, where would the value, like, fundamentally come from with a meme coin or a social token like that? Like, is it because of their influence? I mean, yeah, the Trump makes perfect sense to me because he has influence and he could literally use the token for some miscellaneous thing that he wants to do, right? Like, he could say, oh, well, you could use a Trump token to book a stay at like a hotel or something. Mm-hmm. Or you could, use a Trump token to have a, one-on-one dinner with me or something, right? Like,
100%.
so it kind of depends on what that person wants to do.
Exactly. It's based off the creator and the community. It's also a community can give a token value. Good example, Doge, right? People think Elon created Doge because he talked about it so much. When he created Doge, Doge had already existed for years before Elon even started pumping it. But he created ways to give it value by allowing you to buy Teslas with Doge or things like that. You pump the token as a community member based off of what you had access to in ways to give value. And no one's stopping anybody from doing that because most of this stuff is decentralized, so it's not owned by any decentralized.
One question. So I think going back to the commodities, so is it related to how many tokens are in circulation? So for Trump's, like, was he saying like there's only 1,000 Trump coins out there, and so you could buy one. So me buying one, right? Saying it's like I'm buying into the belief that it's going to be potentially more value because somebody's going to come behind me and say I want that one of 1,000 tokens.
Yeah, the supply definitely plays a big part of it in like the amount of supply and circulation versus the away. So, and all that is token by token basis, right? It changes based off of whoever's creating token, whatever they want to do, why they're creating token a lot of times. But yes, it's that same supply and demand that affects the value for sure.
I got another question, or kind of just a statement, is that to me, I was thinking about these social tokens as kind of being a proxy for credit system. Because in a way, it works fundamentally the same. An individual, it's the credit of an individual, because an individual could literally print more tokens, diluting the value of the tokens themselves, but then people would, if the public thought that you were going to do that, then that would affect your credit. That would affect your trust, essentially, that people have trust on that particular individual. And so having a good reputation, having like a roadmap and saying, hey, I'm gonna create value for my token holders by doing X, Y, and Z, that would give more credit. And then they could theoretically use that to either to the benefit of their token holders or to them to build out something in the future.
Yeah, you can get as creative as you want. I will say, it's not usually it's not really looked at in a good light to create more tokens later on. Usually, most projects are designed in a way where the creator can create more tokens. Most, and if it's set up in a way where, in the code, where that's the case, where the creator can still create more tokens, somebody's going to do their own research. They're going to let everybody know. They're going to get Twitter. They're going to spam every post that account posts like, yo, they're still creating tokens. Like, you'll know because it's on the blockchain and everything is public information. And people have the time to go do their own research and they will find it. Trust. I want to move on real quick to another token. Similar situation, CAR token, Central African Republic. It launched during the Super Bowl. It was an African country, CAR. It was their own meme coin. Right now it doesn't have any utility, but they have plans they have actually a very detailed plan on percentages of the tokens that are going different places to improve the country. And also they're hoping that this launch brings more attention and travel to the country as well. Crypto and these people working on crypto. This country was also the second country in the world to accept Bitcoin as legal tender. So it's cool to see that happen in another country launching it. This just, like I said, more green flags. Because I know a lot of people are usually skeptical right now, I don't know, but you're seeing this adoption happen where that this stage in crypto, where you're seeing like institutional this level adopted. It's like, come on, maybe this is the time to kind of just figure it out.
So do they form a DAO? Like, what are they going to do with that?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really remember these other plans. I know a lot of it was to improve things in the country, infrastructure in the country. But if you want, there's a link here. Check it out. Another token, celeb token. I'm sure we've all seen all this celeb token. Iggy Azalea, anybody know Iggy Azalea? Rapper? Yeah, she launched a token. One of the most successful celebrity tokens launched in the space. Period, in my opinion. And she recently created to give her coin more value an online casino called Motherland. Her token is Mother. The token, her newest product for her community is online casino called Motherland, and it's bought that token and gave it more value. Something that didn't have value, that was just because of Iggy Azalea fans. She gave it value in a cool way. And she used the initial launch of that and some of her tokens from that probably to fund that idea of this. Because it FWB. FWB is a really cool community. It's basically, I think they're trying to kind of like, their goals like kind of, maybe it's changed. I don't know. I'm actually a member of FWB, but I'm not into like FWB. I'm just following this because I go to the parties and stuff sometimes. But they're kind of like a Soho House. You guys familiar with Soho House? Soho House, it's like a private membership kind of thing. It's kind of like that, kind of private membership club, just instead of traditional like applications, like a country club or anything, I guess you would say, that just take away the physical location, and you buy tokens for your membership. You have different tiers of membership you can have based off of the amount of tokens you hold. So that's just a cool. This is about actually.
Yeah, that one I actually, I can't remember if I went through the application process or if I was trying to do it because they are actually very well connected in different cities. And so you could go to a city and then like you can meet up with the Friends with Benefit group and they like have different events that you can, I think it's like there's a lot of, like you said, it's like a country club type thing.
Yes, a private members club kind of thing. They do a music festival also called Fest that they just started, or maybe this was the first year last year. First or the second last year. But out in California they do a couple of days of a music festival. It's like music fest and tech conference kind of thing out in somewhere in California. But FWB is a really cool community. And then the last coin I'm gonna talk about is Mark. I actually worked on this project. It's a Web3 project. It's AI that helps prevent you from buying rugs. Rugs are coins that are scams. So you can enter a token address for any coin and it will give you feedback on the coin based off of this like visual trading model. It's really big brain stuff that's over my pay grade. But this was funded in part with the coin launch. It has a coin with it. And so this is a new way a lot of people in startups in tech, especially in the AI sector right now, are launching coins for their applications, even when they're in their earliest MVP forms, because if people like that idea, they're gonna support it early. It's like a not GoFundMe, what's the other one? Crowdfunding, but it's kind of a similar way. So people are using crypto to do it now because it's a little bit more transparent and to your consumer. You can instantly give them access like token gated Telegram channels where they can, get in community with the developers and get feedback directly, or like you can beta test early for having X amount of coins, things like that. A lot of projects are doing. This is just one project that I'm actually affiliated with. It has utility. The coin has utility because you're supporting this app that you can use as a trader.
So what does the token do? Like if you have the token, do you pay fees or something with it?
I'm sorry?
Like what's the utility of the token?
It's in support of this app. It's keeping this app running right now because.
So it's like a
the dev
donation?
is building right now. It's just a quick way to get early funds from dev to continue building and gain users and things. But also, I think some features are going to be token gated soon. So you'll have to hold X amount of tokens to use certain features on the platform. So instead of paying subscription fees or things like that, you might see other apps moving to models like that in the near future because that'll be an option. So, yeah, Mark's really cool. I'll say this: Mark actually just shipped a new feature today. Continues to ship a new feature where it's trading autonomously. This AI is trading autonomously. It's finding coins on its own. It's trading them, and every time it 2x's, it takes profit and buys more of its own coins. So it's gonna burn them at different, like at 10 million coins, it's gonna burn all the coins, which will reduce the supply and increase. So it's a really cool project. I was the first tester of this project. Yeah, it's been great to see both of it. Chris is the developer. He's super based in. All right, NFTs. We're all familiar with NFTs. We lived through 2021. We all heard it. Anybody can think of any NFTs that might come to mind?
CryptoPunks.
CryptoPunks. That's a big one.
Art blocks.
Art blocks.
What was it?
Bored Apes. Nobody.
Bored Apes. Yeah.
You guys didn't hear about Bored Apes? You guys missed Bored. That was the one that was on every news. Anytime I feel like anybody said NFT on any media channel, it was a Bored Ape.
Yeah.
Or a crypto. Nobody. The monkeys with the crazy faces. Nobody remembers that. Crazy. All right. I'm too deep on the internet. All right. Well, these were also like So that's I wanted to talk about NFTs in the sense of creative funding. Because during that run in 2021, when everybody was NFT crazy, it was the most popular way at the time to fund ideas using blockchain technology. Because you can fund ideas, obviously, we've talked about a few ways, differently, using different, whether you want to use coins or NFTs. They're not the same. They're very similar, but they're not the same. So there's just different ways you can use different things depending on what you're trying to accomplish. So NFTs from 2021 to Bull Run, there was a few projects that actually survived that and who are still around, or I guess completed whatever their actual roadmap was. Two of them that are still around are Pudgy Penguins and Doodles. Pudgy Penguins came out of that 2021 run, and their team was really cool. They didn't just steal a bunch of money from their community like most NFT projects did back then. They actually use those funds to work hard, and now they have collectibles in Walmart.
So you can buy the penguin stuff plush toy at Walmart.
Yeah, you can. And they did really well when they first got in Walmart.
So when they sell the toys, does it go to the treasury for the DAO?
No. I think they did it the right way. They're one of those NFT projects that took those funds and then set up proper business structure so you can navigate between both worlds. Because you can do both. You can be a Web 2 business and a Web 3 business, which means on-chain and off-chain as a business, or a nonprofit. There's examples of people doing it. And I think they were just one of those who actually had a plan and just, you remember in 2021, the NFT run, people were making millions and seeing that, and those founders were running off. They have never seen that amount of money that quickly for artwork, essentially. So like a lot of people were just bugging people and taking off. But this is one of the few projects out of that time. It was just like a traditional NFT profile picture collection that did the right thing, and then we looked up a couple of years later, and they got all of this going on. They're in Walmart stuff. I think it was really cool. And they used the technology to fund their ideas to this extent. Same thing with Doodles. Doodles had a McDonald's collab late last year. Their project came out that same era. Pharrell is actually their creative director. I think they just did a short film with like Lil Wayne, like Lil Gotti or something. But they same situation. They did the right thing. They took those funds and actually set up business and use that startup funding from just that initial idea. There's this world they're trying to build, this IP, and really expanded it and did the right thing. I just think it's cool that.
What did the token holders get?
They had, I don't know, they had all kind of perks. I'm not a Google holder, so I can't tell you. But they give their community cool perks. They have really cool events and activations too. So this is one of those communities that did it the right way, worth looking at and checking out. And then Tom Sachs Rocket Factory. Anybody heard of Tom Sachs?
Yeah.
We talked about Tom Sachs. You know Tom Sachs. Tom Sachs is an artist. He's been around for I don't know how long, a long time. I was a fan of him before I even knew what crypto was. And I actually, my first NFT was the first NFT he ever dropped. It's the first one I ever did. But he dropped an NFT project where there were these pictures of pieces to a rocket. So like the tail of a rocket, the body of a rocket, the head of a rocket. And they had all these different so originally it started out like you get these components at random, like this, and that's how he launched his collection. There were all these, I think it was like 3,000 of them, and they made. Basically, you wanted to collect 3 pieces. So like you have a tail, head, and a body, and you got to put it together and make a new NFT that had it all in one image instead of 3 separate images. So you had one NFT, and then you got to could take that one NFT and burn it, which basically destroys. It takes it out of circulation permanently. A lot of people say burn tokens. You burn it, which destroys it, and you get a new token. You burn the one rocket, and you got to get a physical rocket of the rocket you created, digital, and you can choose to launch it. And I actually got to go to a launch in New York, and we just launched these little rockets. It's super high in the air. Cool project. It's just all art. But it's, if you know Tom Sachs, you know that this was just a continuation of the last couple of decades of work that he's been doing. He just used Web3 stuff to branch off and give it another level of immersion and experience for its audience. And I thought it was really cool. And that project went on for like a year. They did launches all over the world, in different countries, like the Budweiser factory, New York, all these places. So it was just a really cool project.
Did the token holders, so they got to hang out with Tom Sachs while he launched the rocket?
Yeah, I met Tom in New York at NFTYC at a rocket launch. We went to a pizza place and met up. It was just for token holders. And then he literally, I didn't even know it was going to be a rocket launch. He just says, rocket launch in 5 minutes, and like walks out the door, and everybody's like, oh, dang. And he just crosses the street and just launches one on the sidewalk. I got video of it.
Damn, that's
sick. I really like this project, because I feel like this was one, like how you were saying, like this is an artist that you already knew. And for me, like Tom Sachs was like kind of the trusted brand, someone trusted. And I like that he used the tech, like what you said, like took his art into this lane, but then went back IRL. Sometimes I feel like they just stay digital, and I like that he was just like, I'm a real thing, I'm a real person, this is a real brand.
Yep.
We're utilizing this tech, but don't forget about this real life shit.
Yeah, he used it to bring people out. He used it to bring people outside. Really good use of the project.
Yeah, I love this one as well. This one was really cool. It was like, in a way, it like structurally made so much sense. Like you have an NFT, you could technically sell the NFT before redeeming it.
Yeah.
So there was a interoperability with the. I mean, it was like fully utilizing the technology correctly and creating a beautiful experience for the person who had it with the artist himself.
Yep.
Which in a way, people miss that point because it's like you can build a relationship with your patrons in this way. Like anybody can do this, and it creates a much more intimate experience with somebody like an artist that you love. You know, so I think that's pretty.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great introduction to the NFT space for me. Like, I just follow Tom Sachs right away. So yeah, that was a great project too, from a trusted brand. Just like I said, he just used the NFTs to fund a new idea that branched off of what they already doing before. I wouldn't expect many to know this term, but DAO, anybody familiar with the term DAO? What DAOs?
Not the DAOs, but it's something I'm very fascinated by from a business perspective as well as community building. So it kind of like my only venture in any of this has been in DAO specifically.
Any DAO in particular?
I have not joined any DAO, but thinking about
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. Well, can I ask you what would be the North Star? Like, what is the DAO? The purpose of the DAO in the community? Like, what do you guys know?
So I've kind of researched that there's different things about like kind of I think they're called like building DAOs. So they focus on you could be doing different types of work and basically disseminating work. So I used to do a lot of like research into co-ops.
Yeah.
Essentially, a DAO is just a new digital version of So basically, decentralizing control on how you're managing an organization who has voting rights, who has ability to make transaction decisions. So
Yeah, I think DAO is super cool, man. You said you were approaching it, from the business aspect. I think DAOs are going to be up there with LLCs and nonprofits very soon. I think people are going to look at them all in the same regard. It's just a new form of structure for organizations. So DAO stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. So it's decentralized in the sense that no one entity owns it. It's owned by all. It's autonomous in the sense that the tech autonomously does a lot of the moving of transactions because of the nature of the blockchain and smart contracts. And then the organization is I like DAOs. I'm a member of several DAOs. I like DAOs that have a clear reason for being, a clear North Star, a clear flag. I think it makes it easy to build community and execute ideas within the community because we all understand why we're here. I've experienced DAOs that have a clear mission and DAOs that don't, which is why I feel that way. As a member. One of my favorites, Pizza DAO. We almost had Pizza DAO. I'm gonna check this. I'm gonna check this proposal.
So yeah, you submitted a proposal for this event receiving a Pizza DAO grant.
Mm-hmm.
So to get them to fund it.
Yeah, so basically, I submitted a proposal to get Pizza DAO to pay for pizza to be here today. Because that's what Pizza DAO does. And we got voted down 13-8. I actually heard this morning, I had a friend who joined the call, they had a community call, and a friend told me that they're pretty much turning down all props leading up into Bitcoin Pizza Day.
The Denver one?
They're turning down most props for events until after the Bitcoin Pizza Day in May. Because that's their big event day. You know, they do the global pizza party in May. So
they're saving up their coin for a big pizza party.
It grows every year.
Yeah.
They've done one in Houston for the last 3 years. I just found out last
Oh
year.
yeah, they did it at the Cannon
At the Cannon.
last year. Yeah.
So every May, I think May 22nd, May 23rd is Global Bitcoin Pizza Day, and that is a holiday in crypto land because the first transaction made with Bitcoin for something in real life was for pizza. Some dude traded I don't even know.
Like 1,000 bitcoins for like a
yeah,
pizza.
So basically worth who knows how much money today, but he traded it online for somebody to order pizza for him, send pizza to his house. So in remembrance of that in the crypto space, it's celebrated. Pizza DAO is a DAO whose mission is to fund pizza, provide pizza where pizza is needed. So they give away a bunch of pizza. It was one of the first DAOs I ran into in my first NFT NYC. And I was in this event, they were giving out free pizza, and somebody handed me a sticker, and I was like, what's this? He said, Pizza DAO. I was like, what the hell is Pizza DAO? He's like, you give free pizza away. And I was like, dang, who can't get behind that mission? And so I'm actually not a member of Pizza DAO, but I'm just a contributor. I help to raise awareness, which is a part of DAOs, because the thing about DAOs in an organization is different from businesses is you usually have roles that are hired for things like that. We market, they have all that. But with the DAO, it's decentralized. The community has to do all of it. From treasury to marketing to governance need improving, just all kinds of things. It's all up to people to do it who are in the community. And so you just propose that you do these things. You say, hey, I'll do this for the community. Or hey, we need to raise awareness for Pizza DAO in Houston. I'm doing this event focused on crypto. I propose that you guys fund a few pieces for the attendees in exchange of marketing stickers, in awareness to Pizza DAO. They do it all the time because somebody has to do it. It was just bad time. But yeah, so Pizza DAO is that when they do the global pizza party, like I said. Here's their Twitter. They're founded by a guy named Snacks. He's from Philly. He's a really cool dude. He's like one of the coolest guys I met in the space. Just Snacks in his own world. But yeah, they have a huge community. They do this pizza party. Yeah, May 22nd. I've gone to pizza parties in different cities. Hosted by Pizza DAO. It's never a bad time. If you're in Denver next week for Eat Denver, they're gonna probably do something or sponsor something for sure. But May 22nd at the Cannon, you can go meet a bunch of other crypto people and get some free pizza and celebrate. I just go for the free pizza and beer, honestly. But
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a party.
It's a party.
Enjoy yourself at the party.
Another DAO that I'm super bullish on, I love, it's one of my favorite DAOs and just projects in this crypto space, is Nouns DAO. Nouns DAO, what they do is they just fund ideas. That's their whole reason for existence. They have a really cool model where they auction off an NFT every day, one NFT a day. Whoever wins that NFT has voting rights within the DAO, so one token, one vote. If you have like 2 or 3, you can submit proposals to be voted on in the DAO. And they have funded so much stuff from like floats at the Rose Bowl parades, schools in different countries, apps, all kinds of stuff, like so many things. But the coolest thing about Nouns is Nouns got really expensive to get these NFTs at one point. So this is like 2.2 ETH. What's that? What's ETH at right now?
It's like 2,600.
So it's like a little over 5,000
Yeah, probably.
for this. And so not everybody wants to spend 5,000. But they sell one of these a day.
But they were selling for like 30,000.
Yeah, at height, exactly.
Like the first one was like 100,000 or
Let's see
100.
what the first one was. The first now,
Yeah, you can see the treasury is 3,000 ETH, which is
I'm about to tell you.
it's what, like $50 million to fund.
Their treasury has.
And you can make proposals.
I'm accessing the blockchain. This is what it is.
About $8 million right
million?
now, roughly,
Shit.
to fund just different stuff around the world.
All kinds of stuff.
So-
9.9.
They funded a sailing team, a racing team for
Yeah.
sailing.
Break dancers for the Olympics. I met someone in LA last year. So yeah, 9.9 million is how much they have in their treasury.
Yeah.
And all that is from people buying those NFTs every day in that auction. 100% of those proceeds go to this treasury, and now you have a say in where those funds go. So you can propose ideas for things that bring awareness to this community, so other people buy and this keeps going. That's
Do you have to have a noun to make a proposal?
You have to have, I think their threshold is like 2 or 3 nouns right now to propose. You only have to have 1 to vote, but you have to have, I think, like 2 or 3.
But you can
Get
talk to
sponsored.
you get sponsored by
Someone
somebody.
who has enough to sponsor your proposal. That's what happened with me with Pizza.
That's what Bill
I'm not
gotta
a
get
member,
too.
but
They
I
should buy it.
have a
They
token,
get too.
And
Yeah.
I mean, it's only
he sponsored my
Yeah,
proposal. So I wrote the
it's
proposal.
so much
He
more.
submitted it.
10 grand.
Put his name out there. Still, I'm trustworthy. I'm not gonna run away with this money. Getting out of
10 grand for Houston, Bill Houston.
It's
I mean,
easier said than
the
done. to get this
proposal,
money
right,
because people
that's
have
pretty
to
cool.
trust you.
But they would want to say like,
Crypto's not a
this has
space
to be
where
like
everybody trusts
nouns.
each other.
Nouns used it, you know.
It's fine.
It's just there are some good people there, but the
Build-
large majority
build
is
nouns.
I will be honest with you. Some weird people in these.
Nounish.
But the nature of Nouns DAO School, Nouns DAO is an open source project, it's a CCO project. So you can, no one owns anything, right? You can use the artwork as much as you want without any credit or paying anybody or anything. You can steal the actual,
That's the way.
they actually, somebody proposed that they
You don't need to
create
trademark it.
an app for
CCO,
people
Creative
to
Commons
fork their
license.
blueprint and their model to auction off these tokens and run a treasury. So you can fork and make your own nounish DAO, that's what they call it. And you can change the auction model to every 15 minutes instead of once a day.
A noun.
Once every 15 minutes you might auction. You can change the floor price or like the beginning price to be lower or higher. So you can create your own DAO with your own mission in the same way that Nouns do, which I think is really cool. And 2 of them that have forked the Nouns DAO, you have all these sub DAOs that fork it. You have Lil Nouns, which is one of the earliest Nouns forks. You have Public Nouns. Lil Nouns' original mission was to make buying nouns and owning nouns more affordable by owning them as a DAO. So their treasury originally was going to just buy nouns as a group. And then that didn't work out after a while. They just like kind of lost interest in it, I think, and Lil Nouns has become its own thing. And I've been a contributing member of Lil Nouns for like 2 or 3 years now. I think like 2 years, I don't remember. This is a proposal, Prop 216. I proposed to Lil Nouns last summer to fund 2 events that I was producing in Brussels for ECC, which is another crypto conference. It's usually in France, but last year it was in Brussels because of the Olympics. But yeah, I have been a member for a year or so. I proposed, hey, I do events and things in these conferences. I have 2 events I'm producing. How about you guys be a sponsor for them? We'll give you XYZ in exchange for funding. And it passed. And we did the events, and this is the closing report. Funny enough, Lil Nouns had not had an option for 60 days because sometimes people just lose interest in projects and communities. There was no option for 60 days, and we had the first option in 60 days, the day of my events. So it kind of jump started.
So they weren't selling little nouns?
There was no, they hadn't had an option in 60 days.
They were selling, no one was buying.
Yeah, there was some, nobody
It was
buying.
available.
Okay, that's interesting.
But that just goes to show what marketing does for these kind of communities, because someone has to do it. You can't have everybody who's technical people. You gotta have creatives. You gotta have operations people. You gotta have. There's room in all these DAOs, these decentralized organizations that need hands that aren't the typical people you think of when you think of crypto. So like I encourage people to find DAOs that interest you or communities that interest you because you guys align with this. You like pizza. You like just funny, weird ideas. Public Nouns is public goods focused. Anybody know what public good is? Heard of public goods? A library, parks, open source software, public art, things that everyone can enjoy free, and they just exist. They're public goods. So they're DAOs that are supporting funding and awareness for more public goods projects. Public Nouns is one. I actually did a partnership with Public Nouns with public goods projects. I'll talk about that. But yeah, and then the last DAO that I think is funny and cool.
Hey, Trav.
Blunt DAO.
Oh, I just got a question about the public nouns. So, like, for example, FORGN is a fiscally sponsored by Fresh Arts. It's like a 501c. And so, you know, we have a charter from them to, like, do events, you know, art-related events. You know, and it's a nonprofit. Would public nouns be interested in something like that?
I think it'd be worth seeing, finding out. You don't know unless you propose. But yeah, free events for the community, yeah, for sure. And if not public nouns, there's a lot of public goods focused projects in the space that are more niche, like for public art, things like that. So there's, if not that one, I would say just shoot as many shots as possible. That's usually what I do. Try to find as many opportunities within communities that align with whatever I'm proposing, and just shoot as many shots as possible. Because governance in DAOs is kind of tricky. You never know how it's going to go. But yeah. Last DAO, Blunt DAO. Anybody guess what their mission is? They give everybody weed. They want to provide weed where weed is needed.
Which is everywhere.
They have one of the most cult followings in the space. They do really good events. They just had a Blunt Olympics out in Thailand in November. I helped them set up, and they're doing a big, what is it called? Mount Cushmore or something in Denver next week. They do really crazy parties. They did a smoke out in Belgium for like 3 hours and just gave away free bud in this park for like 3 hours. And every time I looked outside, there was more and more people. And they had a rolling contest, so like people were rolling like weird joints and stuff. And it was crazy. It was a very crazy event. But you would meet founders of like some of the biggest projects in the space out there at Blunt DAO. So just another cool community. They're also a fork of Nouns DAO, so they have a similar model. But I'm an active member, contributing member of Blunt DAO.
I mean, fundamentally, are these, like, a lot of these are just like social clubs, like to meet people. Like, I know a lot of the events in Eat Denver, like you meet a lot of some of your heroes. Like you meet them, you get to talk with them, and a lot of these events are just, you know, ways to be able to connect and network with them.
That's what I like about going to the conferences, is just meeting people in real life that I only know from online. You just kind of filter out people a little easier.
I was just gonna say social clubs with their own built-in like funding mechanisms.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Share bank.
The DAO part, because you always have the treasury. The treasury is the most hurtful part about it now.
You gotta pay for blunts.
So exactly what Morgan was talking about, like this is social organization of groups of people, social groups, like it makes sense, like it works.
Yeah, with a shared treasury.
And everybody's got a say too. It's not like, it's not necessarily dictated by one individual. It's a community-run thing, and it's probably more sustainable because if that person moves away and is no longer involved in the community still can continue to work.
Yep. Yeah, it has, DAOs have the pros and the cons of everything. Sometimes it can be really hard to pass ideas through or get things done because the DAO might be split. Like now, sometimes there's not a clear mission. So like you see crazy just split differences on voting. Because you can see all the voting because everything's on chain, everything's public. You just see you can tell just looking on chain that a lot of governance in DAOs and how voting is going on different ideas where the DAO is. And little DAOs can be very split because I don't think there's a clear mission. That's what I say all the time. But great community still, it's really cool people. Last thing I want to talk about as far as funding goes is grants. You're all familiar with grants in the traditional sense, but Web3 also has its own world of grants. Some are niche for certain things like artist program. I actually received a grant from artist program last year. I made a song for a nouns DAO with AI, and I received a $1,000 grant. And I've made music for a long time. I've never made $1,000 for this song. I'll tell you that.
That's
I got
cool.
$1,000 grant for a song I made with AI, funny enough, from this artist program.
Did you just propose it, or was that an open call?
Oh, it was an open call. They had 5 rounds of open calls, and then you were voted in by, so like each round, a certain amount of people made it. I can't remember the top, however many made it in, and you would get a token, and you get to vote in the next round, future rounds. So you were voted in by other members of this program. So it's really cool project. So yeah, that's like an artist-focused grant, small grant program. Public Goods Club is my own project. We did a grants program called the New Good Challenge. In partnership with Public Nouns. We got our funding from Public Nouns to run this experiment that I created. And it was a public goods focused small grants, and it could be open to whatever. So we ended up funding 5 projects. We gave them half an ETH a piece at the time, it was $1,000. To do, one was a traditional sweat lodge, like an ancient traditional Mexican sweat lodge series that was open to the community at the last quarter of last year. They just did a recap that's on our Twitter actually. We also funded clothing. It was a clothing and a series of events for kids in Africa. In Nigeria, we also funded Wi-Fi for a village in Nigeria, free Wi-Fi for a village that builds like Wi-Fi things. And then two were like onboarding events, like free onboarding to Web3 events. I'm sure some of this. Yeah, it was called the New Good Challenge. And then a lot of blockchains have their own grants and protocols. They have their own grants for people to like use their blockchain. So if you do you create a community, a DAO, and your tokens are on Base, which is Coinbase's blockchain, you might be able to get a grant retroactively for the work you did on the creating project. So
That's cool. I didn't know that you could get retroactive grants.
oh, retroactive funding in Web3 is insane. It's so much of it because that shows that you're already building, you already did it. So you can go, hey, I did this on your blockchain. You guys got all this funding, you're getting out this right now for projects. You might get it.
That's cool.
Yeah, this was
It's kind of better for them to give a retroactive grant because like you said, it's already done. So
yeah. Like what more proof do you need than I already did it? Yeah, this was from the Sweat Lodge project in Mexico that Public Goods Club funded. This is from the project in Nigeria. And 30 kids got clothing. I think they got to have a hand in designing the clothing or something like that. So it's really cool. So yeah, just like the power of Web3, like using this crypto not to just make yourself rich, but improve the world. There's a lot of that going on. They call it the regen space and not the degen space. Most people know the degen space of crypto. I'm just trying to get filthy rich, but the regen space is using this technology to do all kinds of things to improve the world. I have a friend that I met in this space, one of the most interesting people I've met, a guy named Jimmy Cohen, and he has the world record for the most trees planted in a day, and he funded that world record attempt from Web3 communities. He dedicated each tree to his followers and different communities and stuff. So I have like 2 trees dedicated to me from Jimmy from the world record attempt. So he has his own DAO called Tree Gens, and they're all in this planting trees. I think they're doing a big thing on Earth Day this year too. I think they're gonna try to break a world record, like most trees planted around the world or something crazy. They're always doing something cool. So there's a lot of cool niche communities who have, you know, different interests or activities that they kind of build community around, and they use these technology to just enhance the experience for their community members. Questions? Everybody just like, I don't even know what you just said for last.
So what?
Have that effect too.
So what would be the best suggestion for somebody who's like, hey, I want my project to be funded? Like what would you say?
Create the project.
Just create the project and then check out funding?
Ship it first.
Oh.
Nobody cares unless they can see it, touch it, whatever. Because everybody has ideas. So ship it first. Ship it quick too. Don't take a lot of time to ship it. Ship the ugliest version of it because you're gonna get feedback sooner and know if you're wasting your time. Instead of just doing it in reverse like people often do. I was in a Bill Space cohort last year, and that was the best thing I learned was to ship it quickly. Because you're gonna get the feedback you're looking for way faster, and you don't want to spend a year building something that nobody cares about. You can just ship the other version in a week.
What's the incentive for them to like give you a grant after? Like, I mean, I guess it's not like a sponsorship where they're like, oh, put our logo there with you. It's like they're just supporting you.
Yeah,
like,
if you're building on their protocols, their blockchains, those things, you guys are kind of aligned, incentivized for this to be successful. Like they need activity on their chain, you need their chain to support their project. You know, so. Yeah, sometimes they might like the project might be doing well enough where they want to keep it going because it's good for them. But it just depends. It's not a one. It's not a thing that is. It just depends. It varies. But I just say try to align ideas with the community. There's so many different communities out there. Anybody else have any questions?
So I think recommended resources in two ways. So when I was looking at like corporate DAO, I already have a business that I want to transform into a DAO, but the other members of the business just felt like the barrier to entry of getting them to set myself a wallet, and then start doing this voting, like moving them off of Slack and Discord. There was just a huge technology burden that question about like, one, how have you guys encountered that? And what can you look like? It's a great concept, powerful set of tools, but there's huge barriers. Potentially people who are not using tech stack.
Yeah, we had one client like that. It was a project. It was an app for local politicians to use to connect with their supporters in a different way. And the founder of that project had the idea, but really wasn't that crypto savvy or whatever. And it was a lot of politics. What I learned from that, and all respect to you because this is recorded. All respect to the client. It just made me not want to work with people who weren't there yet. I don't want to convince people. I'm only interested in working with people who know what they want to do, kind of have a plan to do it, and those are my type of clients at this point. Because I'm just not in the business of convincing people at this point. It's just too exhausting for no reason. Like, you should already be convinced and already know you want to do this. So I don't know. It's hard to convince people, man. Like people have their nose for various reasons with this space and things, and like sometimes it's justified. But not my reality though. I would say. I'm neck deep, and I can best help people who are already there, or at least close enough to neck deep, because I don't have to do the pulling down. You spend more energy and time doing that, trying to get them in the water with you, than somebody who just like jump down. If you can't swim, I can help you, but you already jumped. I don't want to convince you to jump in the water. I don't have time for that, and I don't think you should waste your time with it. I don't know if that's good advice or not, but that is not good. It's just hard to pull people in right now. But I would say, in your argument or in your convincing of them, you support it with things like, Trump just launched it. That's a big fact. This and this, like these business and people are adopting this. We should really move into it. And if they still don't, then it might not.
My issue wasn't that they didn't agree with the concept and wanted to do it. It was more of like, oh, I have to create a wallet, and then I have to work on the wallet, which is more of like, to me, it's just like them understanding. It's like, again, it's like the idea of like when people use computers in a way. Like, you you have to use an email. Like, it's kind of like
I was gonna say that,
it's
yeah.
kind of like getting them onto that. I was like, are there existing resources that the Web 3.0 community has? Because I might be more comfortable building into like application and prices and doing like do more research, but onboarding people who are interested don't necessarily have the know how to start.
Best thing to do, man, is get a wallet, do your own experience, and you're gonna be able to explain to the people close to you. They're gonna trust you more because they know you when you've had your own experiences. When you're not just like trying to show them the resource like through grapevine or things like, hey, I did this and this. You can show them firsthand. It's gonna be way easier, especially if it's going well for you. But the basics, which moves us on, I guess. Well, I'll answer the second part of this workshop. Anybody else have any other questions? Because we had a little workshop question.
I just wanted to add to what you were saying and what you were saying. I feel like, in my opinion, what has been the most convincing is you already want to make it down, so just participate in the down. Like, I feel like you wanted more Web3 community, and so you guys have been here consistently holding space, which brought us all in here. So it's like, you're at least a few more people deep. I feel like the more that you're participating, and just like how you said, people see this work, and then they're like, okay, what's going on with this?
Yeah.
And it makes you feel more encouraged, but it's just like it's the showing up every day. It's the grunt work. It's the like, I'm here every day. I'm doing this. I'm still talking about it. I'm still bringing this up.
Yeah.
More examples, and people just like, bro, we can just, if you just keep going. I feel like that's been. I'm not super like the man. He is very much so, and I think I told him earlier, like this might totally turn in, but it's because of how much excitement he has, and because he goes to these conferences, sees people in real life, comes back sharing things. I go to his conference a couple times, meet some other people, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. Now I'm talking to people at work. I don't work in a way that has anything to do with this, but Trump came out, it was a conversation that I could at least give some sort of context to being like, it's not a scam, I got a wallet. It's not, these things are going on, but it's the participation to me that gets me like fired up. Even in coming to something like this where it's like, we're all kind of interested, and so I at least know that if I want to come to something like this again, I know where to go, and hopefully I'll meet some more people.
That can give you, yeah, exactly. Because there's no shortcut to the education, the learning curve, the experience. There's no shortcut to it. No matter what people tell you, it's not going to be the same until you connect your wallet and realize you sent it to the wrong wallet. You sent like some money to the wrong address because you didn't double check it or something. You have to learn those things yourself. I think it's best to do that. There's no shortcut. It's gonna happen. You're gonna do something stupid that you know you shouldn't do. Like, it happens. But okay, cool. So that brings me to this workshop. We're gonna launch Coin, you guys.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna launch Coin.
Right now?
Yeah, we're gonna launch Coin here.
Damn. This is a treat.
We're gonna launch Coin on Solana, which is the same blockchain that Trump used. We're gonna use a platform called PumpFun. Anybody ever heard of PumpFun? You guys haven't heard of Board Ape, so I wouldn't expect you guys to hear PumpFun. That's super trenches.
Super.
But it's kind of like YouTube for coins. If that makes any sense. You heard of PumpFun?
There's money on the line.
It's like YouTube for coins, almost. It's like SoundCloud for coins.
So you can just create one, like not like you just
But-
uploading it. That's it.
Yeah, same thing. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna show you. To do this,
Imagine if your views on YouTube were dollars.
man.
Oh, that's a
If your
good
views
that's a
on
good
YouTube
analogy.
with dollars is basically what we're not doing. So, to do this, you're gonna need a wallet. To do anything in Web3, on-chain, as they call it, you're gonna need a wallet. Your wallet holds your coins, it holds your NFTs, it holds all that. There's different type of wallets. I'm gonna recommend Phantom Wallet. That's what I'll be using. It's a multi-chain wallet, so you can hold Ethereum coins on there and Solana coins. I don't know what all chains, but it's a good wallet to have. Phantom can do that. MetaMask is another one. Coinbase Smart Wallet. Coinbase has their own wallet. It's a very trusted wallet. There's a bunch of wallets, but you're gonna need a wallet. When you get your wallet, you're gonna get this thing called private keys or seed phrase. Protect it with your life. Don't share it with anybody ever because they're gonna take your money. Don't lose it because you won't be able to access your money if you lose access to like your computer or something. You can still get your wallet from another computer, but you'll need that seed phrase or that private key. So you gotta protect it. And that can look like writing it down, or like one of my hardcore homies Ken, who 3D printed his on a thing and put it in a lockbox in the bank. Your choice. but protect your seed phrase and your private keys once you get your wallet. After that, you're gonna need some crypto. Since we're on the Solana blockchain, we're gonna need some Solana. You can get Solana in a couple places. Most people choose Coinbase. You can get you a Coinbase account, set it up. You can send that from that Coinbase to your Phantom wallet. You're gonna get your own address with your wallet, so people can send you stuff like you would like a Cash App. You get your own address. Except instead of a username, it is a bunch of numbers and letters. So yeah, Phantom wallet. You're gonna put some Sol, get some Sol, send it to your Phantom wallet, and now you're ready to go. Right? You're ready to do a bunch of things. You can buy tokens, you can buy NFTs, you can buy
Send it.
participate in DAO stuff, you can do a bunch of stuff. Once you got a wallet and some crypto in the wallet. And after that, you go to this website, pumpfun.com. Pump.fun. And like I said, YouTube for crypto coins. So right now, the most popular coin on this platform is Raptor. We have a market cap of $19,000, which means all the coins that are in circulation for this, if you add them all together, they'd be worth $19,000 based off of the interest. That's how that market is. And these are other coins that are currently launching right now. PumpFun is a crazy place. It gets really like it's the ugly truth of the crypto space right there. You see all kind of crazy coins that will probably offend you. So I'm sure everybody can find a coin in here that would offend them individually. We scroll long enough, but we're not here to do that today. PumpFun's a wild place, but it does allow us to launch coins very easily.
It's a bad place.
Yeah, it's
Don't
a
go
great
there. It's like the 4chan of token launches.
Yeah, it's a pretty wild place, but it allows you to simply launch coins. So, launch a coin.
Did Trump launch his from Pump.fun?
No, he didn't. But the country Africa thing, I think they did.
Oh, they did?
Token
Damn.
PumpFun launch. What else was the PumpFun launch? They did there's some big coins that launch from PumpFun because it's a very simple and easy, straightforward.
It's just a good platform.
Yeah, it's easy to use. Okay, so first you're gonna connect your wallet like you would do with most Web3 websites. You're gonna connect your wallet. I have already set up a demo wallet and put a little bit of Solana in it. Confirm this. And now we are on we're basically
So even that's like too complicated for some people.
was that too complicated what just happened? I'm serious. No, serious question. Is that crazy? It's not different than like logging into anything else.
Yeah.
It's literally like using your single sign-on Google account.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
So you just connect with your wallet. I use my Phantom. Were you guys able to see that? Okay, just making sure. Alright, so it has right here, I have 0.1 Sol over here in this wallet. It's about, I don't know, a little under 20 bucks, I think, right now with the price of Sol. Which is, as you can see, not a lot of money. You don't need a lot of money to launch a coin. Most people might think you need millions and millions of dollars.
So a couple bucks you can launch a coin.
Couple bucks you can launch a coin. You're gonna go over here to start a new coin at the top of this page. And you're gonna need a few things. You're gonna need a name for your coin. You're gonna need a ticker, just like a dollar sign and the abbreviated name of your coin. The description of your coin, image, and then you need some Solana. Oh, and if you want to add a Telegram link, a website, Twitter, if you're making a serious project, you want to have all of these things. You do. And these are, that's the part of the research you're going to do. You're actually looking to buy other coins. You want to see what they have and doing the research. Check out their Telegram.
I'm gonna make it easier. I'm gonna make it easier.
How many people are in there? See if they're talking. Does it seem like a bunch of robots or like scammers, right? Check the Telegram out. Check the website out. See if the website looks legit. Like, is there something here? It's just like a fake link that goes to a Rickroll.
But I mean, you could put a link that goes to a legit thing too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what apps? A lot of apps. If you have a working app, put it right there so people can check out and say, oh, this is a real legit project. I'm going to invest in this. And your Twitter page. The Web3 world lives on Twitter or X. All the information is there. I think the tech right now is key on X. Founders, all of that. You get the information here the quickest. But check out the communities, who's replying, what the tweets look like, how old is the account, just a number of things. Easy ways to do your research. This is how doing your DYOR starts with these kind of links, right? Then you will look at market cap and other things like that. Yes, we're not getting into that today. Okay, so we're gonna launch a coin. And I wanna work with you guys to figure out what we're gonna launch. So we need a name. We can pick something in the room. We can pick a topic that, I don't know, cultural interest today. Anything that's on anybody's mind or heart.
Cherry blossoms.
Cherry blossoms? Why cherry blossoms?
Because they're coming up in April in DC.
All right, you said it is everywhere, but cherry blossoms. That was crazy. That's my type of crazy. He said Houston, DC in April. I was like, all right. We're gonna go with cherry blossoms. Any opposing?
Let's go for it.
Cherry blossoms. All right, no opposition. Great. So we're going with cherry blossoms. All right. So the ticker.
Now watch this go up to like $1 million.
So the ticker be cherry. Can we do cherry? Should we do cherry for the ticker or blossom?
Cherry.
Cherry ticker.
Yes.
Cherry pop.
Now we're like getting in the mindset of like, how do we pump this?
Okay. So cherry blossoms
How do we pump this token right now?
are blooming in April in DC. All right, that's our cherry. Now we need a picture, so let's just get a cherry blossom. Should I just should I do a mid-journey cherry blossom?
Do a mid-journey one.
Yeah, we'll do a mid-journey. We'll create our own. Okay, we're doing a prompt. We're doing a prompt lesson.
Yeah, come on, we gotta think this one through.
Classes for me, man.
A provocative cherry blossom.
Make it a really buff dude with like a cherry blossom head.
Description's gotta be long.
We gotta make it like
It's gotta
spicy,
be a really buff dude with like a cherry blossom head.
like a buff cherry blossom.
Yeah.
A provocative.
A provocative cherry blossom.
Poppin' cherry blossom.
Pop blossom.
A provocative cherry blossom. All right.
What does it even say?
We're gonna find out. I love it. It's funny because this is being streamed to the baby Twitter account.
Hell
I
yeah.
just wondering.
So you'll put that as the link to the Twitter link, right?
Okay, yeah, we do.
Whoa.
Which one? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Thoughts? 2?
Two.
Yeah, so too.
Yeah, let's do two.
I don't know if the broadcast is still going.
It's gonna be a winner.
It's gonna go to $1 million. Yeah, because you already. Oh, but they took that feature down from Pump.Fun, right?
The live stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's yes. It was for the best, trust me. It was going horrible places. That was going to end up really, really bad. All right, so we got our picture.
What's the description?
Boom.
Do we have anything else for the description?
We're not going to use any links. Yeah, do you guys want to add anything to the description?
Annie, come on.
Well, I just met all you guys.
No judgment. No
It's a
judgment.
safe space. It's a safe space. That description's got that
We'll keep
description.
it alive. We'll keep it alive. We'll keep it like this. All right.
We'll keep it like
Now,
this.
I want to set expectations. I'm only going to put like $5 in this because this is the demo and I'm showing you guys how to use this stuff. I'm not trying to show you guys $1 million. I have in the last 2 weeks had 2 coin projects go over $300,000 market cap in the first 2 hours. I don't think this is going to happen at all.
Y'all's prompt sucks.
No, because they were for apps. Both coins were for AI apps, were working apps. I will say, I think this is still streaming from the Webby Twitter, and if it is, I don't know what. I mean, double check.
Wait, hold on. Let me get my Solana in,
I had to
wallet.
talk with my team about it.
Let me buy this real quick.
It already started. Oh, it cut at 7:30.
Okay.
So we're no longer on.
Okay, I'm
So
closing.
I'm sorry, no excitement is probably gonna happen. But I'm still gonna show you how to use this platform.
You want like
Alright, so now we filled this out. Very simple, right? Like uploading a YouTube video. And you're gonna hit create coin. And then you're gonna put in how much Solana you're going to seed your coin with. Because you're gonna get the first batch of coins as the deployer of this coin. So the more you put in, the more coins you'll get. But you don't want to put in too many because it'll scare people away because it'll look like you're setting up to grow. So a good rule of thumb that we found out is between 1 and 2, maybe 3 Solana when you're launching. And after that, I'll show you, we're going to talk about best practices and stuff. But like after it's live and you shared it publicly, if you want to go back in and buy maybe from your own another wallet, like your personal wallet, things like that, you should have that separate from your project wallet. You can do that and it's fair because you're buying at the same entry as the community. Everybody has fair access to it. So for the sake of this, we're going to put, I'm going to say 0.05 Solana. That's going to get us 1.7 million cherry tokens. And I think 0.05 Solana is about what? $10 maybe.
I mean, I love that name, cherry token. That's a good one.
It doesn't sound weird to say.
And boom. Literally just like that. Our token is live.
Alright, let's look at the charts.
Here we go.
It's in the market.
And it is.
Hey, it's going up.
It
Hey, 33%. That's pretty
Whoa!
Oh wow, it's moving.
It's moving. It's moving.
Great job.
Alright.
$7,000 market cap.
So when you launch on PumpFun, you started at $5,000 market cap. We're at $8,000.
8,000. What the hell?
Okay.
Cherry was a good one. Cherry was a good one.
Let me say this.
Okay, rug, dude, rug.
That brings me to this. I'm trying to find the market cap.
Uh-oh, they heard me. They're like, no.
They saw that you created other winners.
Uh-oh, it's dropping.
It happens that fast, right?
There's a lot of bots.
I'm like sitting here selling all the cherry tokens.
A lot of bots buying and selling.
Yeah, it's mostly bots. These are bots, I'm sure.
You can go into trade.
Okay, so let me say this. So I have 1.7 something million. If I wanted to rug everybody when it goes really high, I would just sell my coins and then that'll be nice for me. That's
And he's like, but I'm not gonna do that.
I don't do that.
I'm not gonna do that. I could do it, but I'm not gonna do it.
It's easy to do. People do it all the time.
It's easy to do.
Which is why I never bought it.
What is a proper thing to do
Yep.
to show people that you're investing in this project, you're going to be around for a while? It's 2 things that they look at developers. In this space, if you launch a project, they call you the dev. You're the dev. The developer of this project, whether you're a coder or not, you're the dev. People look for devs to do 1 or 2 things with their tokens that really signal this is a good project. Lock your tokens for a period of time, so it can be proved on chain that you no longer have access to them until X amount of time, and then they'll be released to your wallet or whatever wallet you designate. Or burn the tokens, like we talked about earlier. It's completely destroy them and take them out of circulation. That will decrease the supply, which is one of those things that raise value. And it shows that you're not going to rug them because you got in first. You got the cheapest tokens. You're here for the community. So the way to lock the tokens, there's this platform called StreamFlow. So if this was a legit project I was trying to do and I was looking to raise the market and I was looking for people to come, I say, I want to work on this project regardless. I'm launching this because I love this idea. I know people are going to support it, and I'm going to lock these tokens for 3 months. I won't touch any of them. In 3 months, if my token is risen and I'm still around in the community, it's behind me, I think we can all agree that I deserve to make profit as a career. That's usually how that works. So you go to this website, StreamFlow, you connect your wallet again like you do on any Web3 platform. As you starting this StreamFlow. All right, and you want to go to token lock right here on the left. Show me the way. You go to create new token lock, and you're going to pick one of the tokens in your wallet. We got Cherry right here. 1.7 million is our balance up here. 1.7 million Cherry. Unlock status, we're going to set the date and time to when this token will be unlocked. Today is February 20th. 2025, 7:51. We're gonna lock in until, let's say February 2026.
When we put like 5-1 after cherry blossoms and bloom.
Huh?
So he's like saying, do it after the cherry blossoms bloom, so you can sell
okay,
after
so
the
anyway,
blooming.
So like 5, okay, 5, I got you. Next year or this year? We'll do
This year, you know.
This year, okay, got
I
you.
want to give you,
I
some
like it.
opportunity.
5, May 1st this year. So maybe we'll have to do another event in May.
There you go.
We'll do
Absolutely.
an unlock, we'll do an unlock party.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And Pizza Guy will sponsor it, right?
Well, you gave him a shout out during the thing, even though they didn't fund it. So that's good.
Exactly. And we can use that retroactively. A lot of times I do it anyway when a lot of these companies come in, and I use that for retroactive stuff.
Smart.
Okay, so we click create it. We're gonna do the max amount. We're gonna use our connected wallet. We're gonna review. Yeah.
Does this work for all blockchains?
I don't know what all chain StreamFlow is compatible with. I know Solana for sure. I just found out about StreamFlow more recently.
That's
but
interesting.
I know Solana for sure.
So this is like, so you don't have to build it into the initial contract,
Mhm.
some lock. Like you can actually send it to a different wallet, and then it just has like a time lock on it.
Yep. It does. Yeah, it says it somewhere. It says that.
That's cool.
Little disclaimer: token locks are irreversible because of the software that runs it. Once it's out, it's gone. So let you know that one last time. We know that already, so we're going to click create. We're going to approve this message. Yeah. Just let me know that 1.7 million Solana are about to leave my wallet. Oh, wow. We try. Sometimes weird things like that.
So you think the bots will see that you locked it, and then all of a sudden people,
Oh, we don't have that.
No, but
you don't have enough soul?
yeah, it has to. I'm more than this. The contract.
Oh, so every second Saturday we do lock nights. Like 7 days
Perfect.
Lock.
Successfully locked. You go to lock details, and then you copy this link and tweet it out, so your audience will know that you locked the tokens. And people will probably start sharing it in telegrams and be like, yo, this gas is really based. He's not gonna touch these tokens until man, we should lock this. It happens. It happened to a project like with Mark project I showed you. The dev locked the tokens and went like 3,000. So yeah, I'll see you guys on May 22nd.
Yes.
And that's the talk. That's everything. That's the workshop. That's the talk. Hopefully.
Awesome, man. Excellent presentation.
Oh, let me show you. Oh yeah. See, everybody get your phone cameras out.
Where's it? Let's see where it's at.
Oh, yeah, check it.
Yeah.
Oh, 6 nights. It's
I mean, we're old.
stabilizing.
Right?
You got charged.
Scan that. Oh, it's gonna get the access to this document. And yeah.
Thank you so
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something. Hope I accomplished my goal.
Yeah, for sure.
Great.
You guys mind taking a group photo?
Let me stop. I'll take record the whole way.
Thank you so much, Travis.
No, thank you, man.
Really appreciate it.